Wanna hear you go.
We do want to get it good. We are working for you. He is 30-year state senator Jim Merritt.
He is Brad Kluffenstein, the executive director, president of the Greater Lawrence Chamber.
Now, Jim, I think we need to address the elephant in the room. You didn't happen to get a DUI during session, did you?
I do not drink and drive anymore, and I don't really drink anymore.
I remember years ago, you and I went to a place called the Whistle Stop over at 21st and Emerson.
We did.
Yeah, that was like 15 years ago, and you had a Bud Light, and you're like, "Yeah, this might be the last drink I ever have." Now,
Yeah, you just got to be careful.
yeah, you do, and it's
And what we're talking about is Rob Kendall, among many other in the community of journalists, media, have heard a rumor about a member of the Indiana State Senate that may or may not have been stopped for driving under the influence during session.
so. Now I know that you have some immunity during session. How does that work? So you can't just go out and kill somebody and say, "I've got immunity. We're in session."
Right.
But-
It's got to be a felony or some serious accusation, and
To be arrested.
To be arrested.
Okay.
And what it was in the olden days, when they were on horses and they came out of their fields to go to the legislature, they didn't want somebody to arrest somebody else, so the vote would be skewed. And
that
that's
makes
really
sense.
that's really where this comes from. And like it or not, or it being right or wrong, that's where it is. And you always hear about somebody that might be driving too fast,
Right.
or having a parking ticket, or whatnot. And that's really primarily it's an old law. Social media has just been all over it, and if you comment on it, then you're automatically inside the conversation.
Right, exactly. You're defending somebody who's drinking, driving. Yeah, I get it.
So I make a practice of not commenting.
That's good. But
Right or wrong.
yeah, I hadn't thought about somebody could have nefarious reasons for skewing a vote. So that makes sense. Now, that was what, 12 years or so ago, there was a former legislator who was drunk with some other people downtown at, I think, Easton, Ohio, and they were getting arrested for public intox, and they started screaming legislative immunity.
Yeah.
Which they weren't a legislator at the time.
Right.
I'm trying to remember who that was.
But there was another legislator, he's rest in peace, who decided that he was going to relieve himself walking back to the Columbia Club. Well, he gets arrested, and he doesn't plead that, and it was the wrong thing to do, and I think it went away.
Okay.
But-
Come on. Jim, let's be honest. Who among us has not urinated on the circle?
You.
Okay, I haven't either. But in our quest to get you to do things that butt up to the spirit of the law, that would fall into the category of maybe.
Yeah.
So, hey, Jim, we got sponsors.
We do.
We do
And
have
they're lovely.
They are. They're wonderful. We want to thank Stockyards Bank. by that property where WIBC had their towers there on I-65
A long time ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, Flaherty and Collins built a big apartment complex out there, and the place has just taken off, no question about it.
So, also want to thank the Honey Baked Ham Company. Last week, I put up just a picture of the old Burger Chef logo. And it's amazing how many people commented on that, liked it. And Mike Kalb said, man, I really wish somebody would bring it back. To which I responded, I think I know a person who's in that business who possibly could bring back that whole franchise.
Yeah, well, it was, and my family owned the buildings that the Burger Chefs were
No kidding.
in. And we had an agreement with a company that provided, that leased us the equipment, and then we had a franchisee. So yes, Burger King is in my family.
Burger King or Burger Chef?
Burger Chef.
Burger Chef, which even to this day, you can still identify former Burger Chef locations and know what era that building was built. Because they had the ones that were kind of had the peaked roof that were the more original ones. I know there's one up on Michigan Road that's a dry cleaner. There's a couple others that are still around. And then you've got the more Hardee's look.
Yeah.
That were more the late 70s, early 80s.
Right. Most of the Hardee's, most of the Burger Chefs that our family had were in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, really? Okay.
One was near Mall St. Matthews in Louisville, and they have two malls there on Shelbyville Road, and now it's an Arby's.
Does your family still own it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, which I'm trying to remember back. I mean, would have been in junior high when that sale happened, and I know that, yeah, the franchisees were given the option. Most of them were kind of voluntold that they had to become Hardee's. A few of them kind of stuck it out as Burger Chefs for a little while.
Yeah.
And I think others that were in the vicinity of a Hardee's were free to go find another franchise.
Yeah. Well, the Burger Chef was quite busy and popular in southern Indiana, or more northern Kentucky, and I spent some time managing it, and eventually they closed, and but they were all in good locations.
Oh, yeah.
Fun thing to have.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's
You know, we had a Burger Chef in Norwalk, Ohio, and Norwalk, Ohio at that time did not have a fast food restaurant other than our Burger Chef, which turned into Hardee's. And when the high school football, when the game finished, everybody would let out and go to Burger Chef.
so. You know, when that Burger Chef showed up in Norwalk, Ohio, I bet everybody there said, "Finally, a decent place to go eat."
Because it was good.
It was good. I love the Fixin's Bar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was terrific.
So, all right. So we're going to wrap up practice session number 1. If you happen to have caught this online, thank you very much for watching. This isn't a real episode. We're just trying out some new mics and some new lighting and things. But thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with different microphones.